It is 10:39, so I'm about 20 minutes ahead of schedule. Here in Northeast Missouri, I bought a 2018 Toyota Tacoma, and I actually made a mistake. I thought it was a four-wheel drive Toyota Tacoma. Turns out it's not. It's a two-wheel drive. So I'm not going to make as much money as I did, but there's still a bit of profit to be made here. Quite a bit, actually. I'll get into the numbers later on, and I have to go get it. It is, like I said, 10:40, and got to go all the way down to Little Rock. There's about 2 or 3 Whataburgers in between here and there, so I plan to stop at least one. I've already talked to the guy. I plan to pick it up around 8:30 in the morning. So, and it's about a 7-hour drive for me right now. So that puts me there around 6 o'clock without stops. If you include stops, which we will be, of course, that puts us there probably closer to 7. So either way, we're going to be a little early. I plan to drive the speed limit, maybe a little under, actually. It's nighttime. I don't want to have to worry about passing anyone. I'm going to focus on the road and Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, the audiobook, of course, and get myself to Little Rock. What do they say in the movie? Southbound and down, loading up and trucking. Well, we're loaded up. We just got to start trucking. My dad did mention that I could only use his truck if, one, it is in the same condition that it was whenever it left, and 2, it doesn't have any bugs on the front. And most of our driving is going to be at night, so we're also going to be throwing in a car wash at some point in this video. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning now. We are in Arkansas, about an hour away from Little Rock. This is our second fill up, and gas is about 40 cents cheaper here in Arkansas. $2.51 over there, and $2.51 here as well. Well, I should have done E85. This truck is a flex fuel, I believe. It says it somewhere on there. But this is, like I said, this is our second fill up, about an hour away. I am quite tired, but I'm on the uptick. It was really dark and I was driving by myself for a long time, so I was getting pretty tired. And I'm in the part of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire where, like, he just finished the first task and he's like right in the middle between then and starting the second task, just in case you're wondering. If you guys are interested, I made some of these Classic Auto Rescue stickers. If you guys are interested, let me know. Maybe we'll make some, and if you want some, you can buy them. We're gonna keep carrying on. I'll update you guys whenever we get there. Hopefully you can halfway hear me. I'm in the lot where the truck is. You can see me walking to it now. This is a huge operation they got going here. They have generators and everything else going on here. A million Toyota forklifts, but the truck's ready to go. I'm gonna look it over real quick, then I'll get the ramps down and get her loaded. All right, ramps are down. Let's go ahead and get the truck lined up. Might have to adjust them one more time. Hey, AC works nice. They left me some change and a license plate back here. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, this windshield is shattered. They said in the description, but you couldn't really tell in the pictures. I think it's pretty comfy though. Let's see where that gets us. You guys are gonna have to tell me from up there how I look, if I'm straight or not. I'm gonna do my best. This thing ain't wanting to get up there. No one told me that there's a loading dock right over there, so we're gonna pick these up and go back up to that loading dock, and that should get us loaded, no problem. It just, with it being a 2-wheel drive truck, it doesn't want to get up the incline, I guess. That, and it's a dusty lot, so it's digging in too easy instead of climbing. Let's get into position. Absolutely perfect. Literally cannot get any better than that. I'm like an inch away from the loading dock. So I think I'm just gonna straight up try to load it on here without even using the ramps. That'll be all right, I think. Looks pretty straight on. What do you guys think? I better go ahead and put the parking brake on the truck. All right, here we go. Slow and steady. Oh, too fast. This thing's got really good brakes on it though. But it does not want to creep forward. There we go. Okay, there we go. Holy crap. This thing does not have like very many guts. I'll tell you that. Or maybe it's the traction control doing it to me. Let's double check that we're square before I go any further. What say you? That looks pretty darn good to me. All right, we finally got the truck on the trailer. I'm guessing a mix of like the sandy dirt, truck not having that many guts, even though it's a V6, and I don't know, the angle of the ramps, it wouldn't want to climb on the ramps. So I took it around the circle here and I found the loading ramp. I was like, huh, I think that'll work. So we made it work. I wish I would have got it from the side. That's kind of cool, but it's also cool to see it from the front. So now we just got to get strapped down, get everything tidied up, and hit the road. This thing is super clean on here. I guess it's a 2018, so it's what you expect, but it is like, you could eat off this thing. Everything's black. I'm not used to that being from the Midwest. Everything's usually brown and you're kind of praying that it holds together. And plus it's got brand new tires. We'll do a walk around whenever we get this thing home. But, you know, brand new tires, it's gonna need a windshield. Definitely gonna need a windshield. But other than that, I mean, all I gotta do is clean it up. If you want to see a master class in tying something down to a trailer, go watch my dad. If you want to see someone do it even better, watch me. We got a tow hook up front. I love it when we got tow hooks. It makes my job so much easier. One more. There we go. Okay. I'm happy with that. Every like 2 seconds, someone's pulling in and out of this place. Looks like they rent equipment, maybe lease equipment, as well as service and deliver parts. They told me that this truck was one of the managers or something like that, and he basically just like run to be represented. He was a sales representative or something like that. So he just used this truck for commuting and such. And apparently 2 different guys have had it over the years. He said the first guy took really, really good care of it, and the second guy also took pretty good care of it. So we should be getting a really good truck here. But of course, I've been told that before, and it turned out to be a turd. I can't get over how clean this thing is underneath. I'm still gonna hit a car wash at some point on the way home, and I'll hit it real good underneath. Man, it is hot. It is not this hot back in Missouri. I'm to the point in Harry Potter right now where they're at the ball. Ron just got mad at Hermione for going to the ball with the Bulgarian dude. The Goblet of Fire is probably my favorite book, but The Prisoner of Azkaban is probably my favorite movie. Just because it has like all the time traveling stuff. I think that's kind of neat. And there's another person pulling in the gate. This time it's a GMC van. All right, that seems good to me. Let's do a final walk around, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I have the truck in park and I have the parking brake set. Plus we have 2 straps pulling it opposite directions. I think that's it, boys. I think we're good to go. Now we just have our 8-hour drive back. I don't even know what time it is. I took my watch off. But I think we're ahead of schedule because he got us in early. It took me a little longer to load than I wanted to, but we have it loaded now. It took me 42 minutes to load. That's the running timer on the camera here. Just for you guys to appreciate. Those letters will come off. That's just the adhesive. So a little bit of WD-40 and it might have gotten to the paint. Up by the doors, there's some paint coming off under the windows. I'll have to do some touch up, but some WD-40 and whatnot should be able to take these letters off. I don't know if that's part of the adhesive or they got into the paint. Either way, it'll be fine. Yeah, look how clean this thing is underneath. All black and everything's shiny. A little spoiled, but for 2018, what can you expect? It has nice Michelin tires. They look brand new. But we're all good to go. Let's get the heck out of here. You know, being from northern Missouri, can't help but stop at a Whataburger when you see one. The letters themselves are actually completely gone now. If you hit it right, you can still see where the letters were. You can still see where a lot of this like dinginess is. And I hit it with a clay bar after all of the goo gone stuff, getting those letters off. You can still see right there pretty well. And it's still like all that crap on there. I hit it with the clay bar and it still wouldn't get a lot of that stuff off. So I'm still going to come back with a polisher and hit it really good and all the major areas. I think the bed's fine. Got to hit the doors, the fenders, and the hood, maybe even the bumper, and really get this thing to shining. The clay bar did take a lot of the crap off that was on the hood. There was so much oxidation and stuff there on the top layer of paint. But most of it is gone, but I'm still going to come with the polisher and hit it. And hopefully it'll hit these letters good enough to knock down the paint around it to make it shinier and us able to see those letters. It came out pretty good on this side, really. You can hardly see where the graphics were. Can hardly tell where the letters were. I'm using stuff that I've used for quite a while now. Just the chemical guys, different polishes and conditioner. This buffer is from Harbor Freight. It's a Hercules. I've used it quite a bit and it's done really good for me. And even that pad has been fine. You can use wool pads, but they're so hard to, you can only use a wool pad for so long before it gets just like contaminated with so much crap. You got to throw it away. And then when you get a new one, it throws white wispies everywhere for the longest amount of time. And while you're polishing, it's throwing those wispies everywhere. So it's kind of a pain in the butt to use it. And then the cleaning it takes forever. So I've been using these foam pads, and they do just fine. So we're gonna get to work on that. I have an appointment for in the morning to get this windshield replaced. So that'll be dealt with in the morning. Kind of looks like a baseball hit it or something. I don't know. You can see right there, that main chip that it kind of started everything. But I'll get started going on this buffer and I'll show you the end result. So I've done half the hood, and as you can see, that's the before and that's the after. I didn't put a piece of tape down, but I should have, but I didn't even think about it until now. But you can just see how much better the paint looks. You can see that tree really well here afterwards, and you can't really even see it at all beforehand. So that just shows what a little bit of buffing from a novice can do to a vehicle. You can see absolutely no reflection in this. Maybe a little bit of coloring, darkness and lighter, but no reflection whatsoever versus the actual paint over here. And with the letters on the side, I've only done this fender, but you can't even tell. If you're not looking for it, you won't be able to tell. You can barely see a tiny bit there, and I hit it pretty hard. So that's just how it's gonna have to be for now. Because that paint underneath those stickers is pretty much brand new. They probably put those stickers on right after they got the truck brand new. So that, like I said, that paint is brand new right there versus the paint that's been out in the open for 7 years. Alright, little update. Toyota has sold. As you guys just seen, I buffed the whole thing. Right after that, I went and took pictures, listed it, and it's sold. I forgot to make update videos on it, and then the video that I'm driving away with it. But alas, here we are. The truck is now gone. Now we're going to go over some of the numbers. Now, auction price, including the buyer's premium, which is like 10%, was $12,100. We bought it for $11,000, and that 10% was that extra $1,100. Gas and food to get the truck was $270. The new windshield was $362. The Tacoma emblems like on the tailgate, and then those SR5 stickers that I got, I don't think I showed. I don't think they look too good on them, so I didn't even install them, but those two together were $70. License plate bracket was $25, and that brings us to a total of $12,830. And I actually didn't sell the truck for as much as I thought I would. I thought it was worth a little bit more than what I sold it for. I sold it for $14,200, which gives us like a $1,400 profit, which isn't bad. We're definitely going to make it up in the future, because I did just go to Tennessee, buy this 1950 Oldsmobile. Super original, super good shape. I'm going to be posting a video that I made to go get that, and then all that. Hopefully that's a good video as well. So we made $1,400 on the Toyota, which, like I said, isn't bad. It's not great. I thought I could have got more for it. but some guys from St. Louis came down, got it. It was a quick and easy deal. So if you guys liked the video, give me a like, give me a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. A lot of time and effort goes into the videos. I'm doing the other things anyways, like going and getting the vehicles, but I do like the filming and then all the setup plus all the equipment to film. It's expensive and then it takes a lot of time. So if you guys enjoyed it, I really appreciate some support. There's a wasp flying right around me. If you'd like to see the future video on this car, I'm in the middle of editing it right now. Go ahead and subscribe, maybe ring that bell so you get notified whenever that video comes out. I appreciate you guys for sticking to the end of this video of Classic Auto Rescues, and have an amazing day.